Greetings, SPARTANWILLY here, and welcome back to our Aston Martin Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod save. The funny thing when I switch an intro around, I actually lose the flow of the intro because I'm so used to saying good day and get into the whole thing. But when I switch it up, I start to lose my way a little bit. But mix it up every now and then. But today we've got Silverstone, so the old classic, a lot of people's favorite race on the track. I'm sure they're not biased at all because most of the F1 fans are British. But yeah, no, I love my Melbourne, so I know exactly how you feel. And Silverstone is a great race anyway. But engine's done in 4 days, which is fantastic for Silverstone. Hopefully we can get the reliability up on that and get it straight on the car. It'll be fantastic. But yeah, thank you for all your feedback on the last couple of videos. Continue liking the video if you're enjoying the videos. I hope really helps the series out. Keep leaving comments and subscribe if not already, but I'm sure you already are. Check out my PSG Foot Manager save if you're interested. And yeah, join the Discord server, follow me on Twitter. I'll see you in 10 days when it's time for Silverstone Prep. Alright, Silverstone time. Now, we did get that engine done, of course, but we've got the reliability up to 82%. So we've given Lando that engine because even if we weight strip that engine, it's still much better than what the weight stripped his old engine is. As you can see there, massive difference even with the 20 less reliability. Because when we want to give Russell this engine, because once we weight strip it, it'll probably be better than that. Probably not actually, but they're both happy with that, so we'll take it anyway. Yeah, so we are designing a brakes. We improved the performance of the suspension while the engine was just finishing up, so we got the best suspension back on grid. We've fallen anywhere else? I don't think so. So we still got the brakes, working on a new set of brakes there, and we'll be able to get it back on best on grid for the Hungaroring, hopefully. But yes, so we're gonna obviously leave Lance Stroll at home, and yeah, I'm gonna do Q1, Q2 practice, and I'll see you for Q3, where it's gonna be all clear again, so no rain for another consecutive weekend. Alright, qualifying 3 time. Now, we actually weren't the fastest in Q2, but we did only have one run. Lewis Hamilton was top of Q2 by about 4 hundredths of a second, I believe it was. So, it's going to be quite a good Q3 here, I believe. We're going to send him out for the first run. Hopefully, get 3 runs today. If we can get him back in the garage and back out for a second run pretty quickly. But it looks like Russell actually got held up there by the Red Bull, which is a bit disappointing. But we can go again on the second run. We should be able to get 3 runs out of this, I'm hoping, because I want to send him out on a stint on the softs as well. The old Marcy strategy. You just had a strategy named after you, Marcy. But hot lap on here. I'm really doing the calculations in my head, and we might be able to get, yeah, we should be able to get the third lap in. I mean, we're top by about a tenth anyway, but it's good just to see how we go on the other tyre anyway. So there's that one. Norris will easily make it in as well, so soft tyre. Now let's follow on board Russell. It took a while to get the setups right. It's taken a lot longer than it did in season 1 and 2, to be honest. A lot more tweaking, but that's fine, I suppose. But purple in sector 1, and look at that. Like I said, the master strategy is just impeccable. But Norris will not be on the front row with us, so that's good. I think that's an ideal qualifying session competition-wise, as Verstappen in 4th as well. So Mercedes have got a burst of pace here in Silverstone, so they've pulled it together for Hamilton's home race. So fair play to him. Looking forward to the race now. Alright, race day. And this is it for Russell. His home Grand Prix. I can't remember if he won it last year. I have a feeling something went wrong and he didn't win it. No, he didn't. I remember it. It all went wrong. And yeah, nah, that's right. It was the end of the streak as well, I believe. But the weight stripping's in action here. He's on pole position. This is his time. So it's going to be front row led by Russell. And then second row led by Norris, followed by Mercedes in both. But here we go. Oh, terrible start from Russell. And Norris almost goes right into the back of him. So our boys are just terrible start for both of them. Not really Norris's fault. It was all Russell. But Russell just more often than not has a bad start as he falls back down to 7th. And he is cursed at this Grand Prix, I'm convinced. As our boys go wheel to wheel, Norris fights him out. It was actually Norris was faster than Russell throughout practice in Q1, but Q2 Russell brought it back. But look, the tyres are going up, and Russell's celebrating on the radio. Fair play to him. He's done a decent fight back, but he's got Gasly then Hamilton ahead. Hopefully Norris can get further up the grid. He doesn't deserve to be down there. But he's got to go purple this lap over to Russell. But Hamilton beats him to it somehow. And this update straight away. No, okay. Hamilton's got the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but Russell looked like he was going to get it. And Hamilton sets another fastest lap, so he is just taking off here at his home Grand Prix. But we still got to get past Gasly here with Russell. Verstappen's dropped right off. Norris is stuck behind Ricciardo. Hopefully he can get past Ricciardo ASAP and start making gains on Russell. But it seems to be like a very similar race to the last time out of the Red Bull ring at the moment. But our drivers have swapped. Now we're going to have to probably wait till Gasly pits to get past him. But no rain today. So look, we'll take a similar race to the last time out, to be honest. And yeah, we should be able to one-stop this race quite simply. I reckon the AI, if they don't go on the mediums, they'll struggle to one-stop it. But I could be wrong. They could still one-stop it. But here's Russell fighting at high speeds with Gasly. No really heavy, long braking zones I can see. It's all sort of medium speed corners why the suspension is so important. But Gasly's coming into the pits now. And we need to just, get the car tuned in on the rails and make up as much time on Hamilton as possible. Norris still stuck behind Ricciardo, but surely Ricciardo's coming into the pit soon. If he pits when we're going to just zoom past him. Yep, the overcut's going to work perfectly there. Verstappen's 5 seconds behind Norris, but he's still got to pit, so yeah, we're fine there. Reducing that gap to Hamilton, and he still hasn't stopped yet. The longer he stays on that tyre, the more he damages his race, because that tyre is well and truly dead. And what is he doing? He needs to pit. That tyre is on 20%. He is going so long on that tyre, it's a joke. I don't know what he's doing. He's finally pitted, but the damage has been done, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, he's got the fresher tyre now, but yeah, I don't know why he stayed that to 20%. So, look, he can probably get to the end on that tyre, if I'm being honest, but hopefully he doesn't. We're going to go pretty long on this tyre. Get it back at optimal range. Hopefully Norris can stay out and sort of slow Hamilton down a little bit, but we don't want to compromise Norris's race too much. So, yeah, the tyres are going off the cliff a little bit there, but that's fine. Look to conserve them back down into the optimal zone where they're not cooking. There we go. So Russell out in front at the moment, but Hamilton is still leading this race after our pit stop, so won't get too carried away here. Alright, let us look to pit. Where is the pit lane? Over there. Let's use all the ERS. No, we're not going to use enough of it in time. Oh yeah, we would have if we queued the pit stop. Anyway, pit now. Let's go into soft tyre. Park conditions fine. 75% charge. Safe. Please no pit stop error. That will completely take us out of this race. If we ride on board Russell, use all your ERS, mate, and we'll pit you in straight after Russell. Hopefully there's no double stacking issue. If there's a mistake for Russell and it's slowed down both our drivers' race, that's what we risk with the double stack, but I think it'll work out fine. I trust the pit crew. They made one mistake all year, and there we go. Where are we going to come out in relation to Hamilton? There's Hamilton, I believe. Yep, so we dropped down a second, but he's not too far. Ooh. Okay, the Williams out of nowhere sort of tries to, I don't know, interfere with the race somewhat, but 3 seconds to Hamilton. That is not bad at all. That overcut worked perfectly. We will have the tyre wear on him at the end of the race as well. Now, 1 second, we are shutting down that gap quicker than I thought, but we've got to pass that car where we usually lose time on the blue flags. But we get lucky as we pass him on the straight. So here we go. This is it. The fight for first place. There's 2 British drivers fighting it out at the Silverstone, and then there's a British driver behind him to pick up the pieces if they crash into each other in Norris. So, either way, 3 British blokes in the podium as things stand, but we'll see what goes on here. What step will each driver be on? As Russell's saying, we're saying 1.4 here. Should we get these tyres up to temperature? They got plenty of tyre. Oh, and they're not on order for Norris. Sorry. Oh, and I've just zoomed past the overtake, but beautiful work there by Russell. He has passed Hamilton. He just needed to push on the tyres a little bit. They're in optimal range now, so we'll chuck it back on neutral. And we are pulling away from Hamilton now. It's all up to Norris here. If Norris can get past Hamilton too, it'll be the ultimate sort of comeback here as we had a rough start. But Russell's pulling away. He'll just look to do his thing at the front there. As that gap to Hamilton's just increasing so fast. But here we go. Norris is now going to have his go on the 7-time, maybe 8-time world champion now. I can't remember who won season 1. But I think it was Hamilton and Red Bull won the constructors. So 8-time world champion in our save. So he's got a bit of ERS, but so is our boy in Norris. Come on, Norris. I believe in you, mate. It'd be great if you can win the last race and get 2nd place in this race. You'll just truly, really solidify that you're better than Stroll. But if we have a look here, 6 laps to go and Hamilton's tyres are looking rough. He's done it again. He's making it work on... He's not really making it work. He's just forcing it on these dead tyres. So hopefully Russell can take full advantage. But he's running out of fuel to push, unfortunately. Hopefully we can use the hybrid mode, because I think the fuel makes more than the power, but we'll see how we go there. I'm going to tell Russell just turn down the engine. There's no point pushing the engine anymore, I guess. You're going to win this race, but come on, he's got... Oh, he's pitting. Hamilton's pitting, and they've done it again with the last minute pit stop, handing us the second place. Quite frankly, Leclerc handed us the win last time around, but Norris, who just pushes them so hard that they just ruin their tyres, and he gets an easy overtake the last couple laps. But Hamilton made it work. I mean, forced it to work on dead tyres twice this race, and that's quite frankly handed us the race. And we're going to miss Russell crossing the line at this rate. I was too worked up in the Norris thing, but the last corner here, Russell back on the top step of the podium, and Russell wins his home Grand Prix finally. P1, P1, thank you guys, couldn't do without you. No, thank you, Russell. What a race it was today. Norris, again, with a great last bit of pressure, forcing Hamilton to pit late. Fantastic work, boys. Fantastic. As you can see there, you can see the Williams car and our car are quite similar with the blue, so that's what I was hinting at last episode. But, yeah, wow, what a race for Russell and Norris. Again, the strategy was there, but these boys with their drive. Again, Russell making up for a bad start to the race. It'd be great if you could just, when he takes off at the start of the race, that's it. The race is boring. So I guess we could sort of thank him for that the race was a bit interesting due to his slow start. But, from a team perspective, it makes you pull your hair out a little bit, doesn't it? Now, scrutineering, it's still going to be an all-British podium. I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if you got disqualified there. But look at that, an all-British podium at the British Grand Prix. The green confetti should be coming down. There it is. And a British colony in the team principal in Australia. So, a British prison's there as well. Yeah, that was a great race. Nice and quick one, but it was quite action-packed as well, to be honest. So Russell leading the championship, and our gap goes to 109 over Red Bull. Mercedes still down in 4th. Where's Hamilton out of interest? In 6th. So Hamilton's still not even there yet. He's not far off, to be honest. He's 29 points off Daniel Ricciardo in 30. Of course, I think he's run two races this season. So that's why he's there. But yeah, Silverstone Grand Prix in the books. On top of the race win, we actually got bonus money for some reason. I think because one of our sponsors home race. No, but we got like a bonus of $1 million, maybe because he won the team's home Grand Prix, but we got 3 million instead of 2 million, which is quite interesting. But of course, Russell's wrapped to win his home race, and I've just seen there that we're actually missing a sponsor on slot 3. I couldn't tell you what that sponsor was, but yeah, it's a bit of money that's going to come in, which is great. Surely it's about the home race. Okay, absolutely. Who wouldn't want Oscar in the team? He's actually improving quite a bit. He's already 4-star. So hopefully he gets a decent move next season in Season 4 for him. But home race winner, nothing beats winning in front of the home fans. You sure as hell got that right. Brakes are done on the car, so hopefully they're on the car by Hungary, I mean. But yeah, design new part. What part do we design next? Let's build another engine, just because I need to catch up on parts again. I just keep building all these new parts and not completely finishing upgrading their performance and reliability. So we'll build another engine. There we go. They take a good while. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this Grand Prix episode. I sure did. It was great seeing Russell win his home Grand Prix. Lando put in a good shift as well, as his gap over Daniel Ricciardo in third place increases too. And Russell's the only one who's won multiple races this year. Of course, we had that slow period when we were working out how we're going to make weight shipping fair. By slow period, I mean 2 races where Russell didn't get on the podium. He had a bad race in Baku, and a DNF in Monaco. But that is all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it today. Leave a like in the video if you did, and consider subscribing if you're not already, but I'm sure you already are. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord server, and I'll see you in the next one.